Muhammad is that one who God revealed the very nature of the original black man through a book called the Holy Quran.
That's right.
May the peace and blessings of Almighty God be upon these servants that He sent to fallen humanity. You know, God has a track record of whenever a people is in bondage or whenever a people has gone astray, God has a track record of coming to that people, whether it be in His spirit, where He touches the womb of a woman, and from her womb she gives birth to a child.
Come on.
That is directly from God to lead this people back to the right path. The problem with black people is we are so steeped in self-hatred.
Come on, brother.
We don't believe we nothing.
Come on, that's real. That's real.
We don't even believe we are loved by God. We are so steeped in self-hatred that when God do show up, we ain't going to even believe it. So I thank Him. I thank Him for those servants, but I want to bring you in Los Angeles some good news today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I think we need some good news.
Yes, sir.
The good news is that God loves the black man and woman so much that He has now fulfilled prophecy where He showed up Himself.
Come on.
We believe He appeared in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi, that the Muslim world had been looking for.
That's real. That's real.
That, if not make the Muslim world excited, they should at least be curious.
Come on. Come on.
Say that.
But in their curiosity, they have to be careful of their hatred of us too. For everybody have their foot on the neck of the black man and woman.
Yes, sir.
So I thank Him, Master Farad Muhammad, for coming. And He raised for us a Georgia-born black man by the name of the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Get familiar with that man.
Yes.
That's real.
Even if you don't like it, go study what he taught. Go in your hatred of him if you have that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go and read and show us where he's wrong. And if you can prove that the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is wrong, and I don't believe you can.
That's real. That's real.
But if you could, we would follow you. That man, Elijah Muhammad, gave us the greatest gift from God.
Come on now.
That we could have gotten in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, because remember, we were taken from our land, wasn't we?
Yes, sir.
Come on now, don't act like y'all.
Come on.
I need y'all to be with me today. I don't know where y'all at.
Sir, go ahead.
Are you still at home? But He gave us the greatest gift from God. And that gift was put in this book titled Message to the Black Man. Message. Go and get this book, and it's going to go against the mental foreign occupation that the enemy has placed in your and my mind. This book is the guide to understanding both the Bible and the Holy Quran. If you don't read this book first, you'll get lost in any other book.
Come on.
I have been blessed to take this book and the teachings from this book, and I can basically, well, let me say this. I haven't run into a scholar yet.
Go ahead.
And I'm a student.
Come on.
Little bitty student. With this book, no scholar has been able to defeat us in debate.
Facts. Come on.
Thank you, Elijah Muhammad, for this great and wonderful book It's going to be some hard things to get through.
Come on.
But look at what you did to us.
That's right.
Your journey has to be tough. It has to have truth associated with it. So this book starts off with who is God.
That's right. Straight facts.
That's so beautiful. So I thank them. Oh, but today there's a man on the scene.
Yes, sir.
There's a man on the scene that is giving the wickedly wise a run for their money.
Yes, sir.
Come on, come on.
Do you know that the Rothschilds, the family who ruled this planet, is upset with a man that lives in Chicago?
Come on.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you know that the forces in America who runs the president, they are angry with one leader in America, and that man is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because he is the only black leader.
Come on.
You can hear black leaders saying they are uncompromising, but I don't know but one.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Whether your viewpoint of him, whatever it is, it's fine. But what you cannot say about Louis Farrakhan, you can't say he don't love black people.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Some of your problem is he loves us too much. You can't say that. Your problem with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is you want him to have a sick love for white people that you have.
Come on now.
You want him to ease up off white people to make it easy for you.
Go ahead.
It ain't gonna happen.
That's right.
He's born out of 400 years of suffering. He is spiritually coded to deal with this crack. white people.
Come on, come on.
I gotta be careful what I'm saying, Sister Claudette is in the audience. You know what I'm cracking.
Come on.
Oh, I thank Allah for our leader. That God has given us a man that won't back down. In their holy and righteous names, I greet my beautiful family in the greeting words of peace in one of our languages. That language is Arabic. Wow, I thought that belongs to the Arab. See, look, who do you think you are?
Come on.
You are the original Arab.
Go ahead.
Those Arabs that are over there is not the original Arabs.
Thanks. That's right.
Oh, Lord, I'm all up into something. So I thank Allah for this Arabic language and greetings that's indicative of what our soul needs, peace. So I say to you, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Brothers and sisters, first let me thank you for taking time out of your schedule that you would come and allow us to attempt to give you what we know to be the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
It gives life to a spiritually dead people.
That's real. That's real.
It gives life to a mentally captured people.
Come on.
His teachings causes you to break the agreement that you have made with your oppressors.
It's real. It's real.
His teachings causes you to go back to the mirror and take another look at your beautiful black, caramel, light skin, whatever shade you are, and look at it again so that you may fall in love with who you are, and knowing that you're not black because you're cursed, you're black because you first.
That's right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And the blacker you are, the closer you are in color to your originator. But But remember now, black is not a shade of color. It's a consciousness.
Teach.
Come on.
You can be black as blue and act like a cracker.
That's real. That's real.
Huh? Or you can be as high yellow can get.
Come on.
And be black conscious wise.
Come on. Yes, sir.
So what would I rather have? Somebody who's black in color or black in conscience?
Come on. Teach.
I want someone that has a black conscience. Because you can't get blacker than Farrakhan.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You may think you are. But are you black on the level that he's on, where he's fighting rulers?
Oh.
You in an argument with your neighbor. He's in an argument with rulers.
Come on, that's facts.
He's in an argument with the media.
Come on, come on.
None of them come to him. They don't even put him on TV anymore. If you go back and look at Minister Farrakhan's interviews, white folks say, leave him alone. And he's utterly destroyed.
They don't want no problem. Go ahead.
See, they may slip me up. I be done call him a cracker. I mess around and do the hall. I got a little thug in me. Tony is slowly dying. Abdul Malik is beginning to live. Abdul Malik ain't no joke.
Go ahead now.
I'm talking about the Malik attribute of Allah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
So, I thank that man for allowing me opportunity to help him. I thank Minister Farrakhan because when I first came to the nation like you, I didn't have a knowledge of self. I didn't realize that I had a connection with the Creator through my heritage. Didn't know that. I, like you, was an ex-Negro.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Ex-womanizer.
Come on.
Ex-straight-up nigga.
Teach.
Who had not been able to exercise any bit of authority based on intelligence. Any authority that I exercised in the hood was based on ignorance.
Come on. Teach.
And dominance. And being brutal. Knowing how to cuss you out. But not how to lift you up.
That's real.
Wasn't until I came to this man and submitted myself to be made a new man.
Go ahead.
And he made an investment in me, knowing that it would take a few years to shed off some of the crap that this world have imposed on us.
Come on. Come on now.
I thank him for his patience. And then at a certain point, he said, I want you from Georgia to go to LA. What? To do what? Help me with a serious problem. I want you to go to an area that makes masqueraders. So LA is a place that makes people put on masks. That what you see is not what you get. It is a city and an area of great pretenders.
Come on now.
No, I mean, everybody out here loves a star. Can't wait to see one.
Go ahead.
Well, go look in the mirror.
That's right. Go ahead.
I mean, I respect Jay-Z and all them, but man, what about me? Yeah, dude.
That's right. Come on.
You want to take a picture with Jay-Z? Hey, do you want to take a picture with me?
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
I mean, he be rapping all that, but who gonna save black people?
Come on. Teach.
The greatest star to God is not he or she who sings. The greatest star to God is he or she who serves the people who needs it the most. for being patient with me. Minister Farrakhan has a way of tending to your needs.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
And turning away from your weaknesses.
Yes, sir.
And he bakes you into goodness.
Yes, sir.
He see the bad, but he don't even care about that. That's not his focus. His focus is on the God in you. And if I grow the God in you, there's no room for the nigga.
Man, come on and teach, brother.
He knows you have to shed that in stages and degrees, one stage after another one, until you reach eventual perfection. So he's going to bring up, not he, but God will bring up circumstances in your life to make you see whether you are a Muslim or not. It's easy to say I'm a Muslim. A Muslim, really? What makes you a Muslim?
Good question. Good question.
We'll get into that as we go. So I'm honored and thankful to him, to all the laborers. I want to thank the student ministers who had a few kind words of inspiration to say to you. I especially want to thank our young student minister, Brother Landon X. Last week, he carried a whole lecture. His first, in the Christian church, they would say sermon. And he did a magnificent job. Over 3,000 people viewed. And I read the comments, because the comments tell us whether or not his message had life in it.
Come on.
Say that.
Masterful.
And see, brothers and sisters, to the Muslims, Sunday is not for you.
Come on and teach, brother.
So if you sitting here as a Muslim waiting on me to impress you with a lecture, not today. Yours is Wednesday.
Come on. Yes, sir.
Today is for our guests who have never heard the life-giving teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
It's real.
And the best method for learning is repetition.
Come on. It's real.
I'm going to say that again. What is the best method to learn?
Repetition.
Repetition. How did you learn to tie your shoes? By tying them over and over and over and over and over again.
It's facts. It's facts.
I don't want the Muslim to sit there and say, I heard that last week. Shut up. It's not for you.
Sorry.
So, I really thank you, Brother Landon. You did a wonderful job. LA is a big city. One of our goals over the next 2 years, we need 10 mosques inside of Los Angeles.
Come on.
10. Just in LA. I'm not even talking about the Valley.
Come on.
Pasadena, Long Beach. It's time for us to explode.
Go ahead.
That's right.
On the scene. Now, I'm sorry, brothers and sisters, but look around at all your Negro organizations or black organizations. Ain't they all gone?
That's real. Go ahead.
This enemy have destroyed every black organization except the Nation of Islam, and they're working on us. So I thank you, Brother Landon.
Thank you, brother.
Brothers and sisters, I think all of you are our special guests. Every one of you.
That's right.
You're more special than you realize. Huh? My leader, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, said, brother, when you are standing before our people, I need you to realize you are standing before God.
That's right. Come on.
And do not play with God's mind. Please. See, you may not know you, God, but heck, I know who you are.
Come on.
And this is why we bow. Not to your condition, to your nature.
Real.
See? If I paid attention to your condition, that would drive me crazy.
That's real.
Right? Or if I paid attention to your attitude, oh, you know, we got some attitude.
Come
You got to know how to go around people's condition and speak to their soul.
Come on.
Because their condition, that's where all the pain is. That's where all their false perceptions are. And they're always looking for somebody to game them.
Always. Come on.
You running game.
Thieves are right.
But one thing about your soul, see, your soul is almost like your dope appetite. I said almost like your dope appetite.
Come on, wake us up.
Huh? When you hit that ooh-wee, y'all know what that ooh-wee is, right?
Come on. Yes, sir.
You know if it's good ooh-wee or not when you hit it. Woo! the ball. See, how did you instantly know it's the bomb?
Come on.
Because the sick part of your mind is trying to escape reality.
Man, come on. Come on and teach, bro.
That's why I drink. I gotta escape. I'm poor as hell. I gotta escape this.
Come on, come on.
I'm broke as hell. I'm hungry as hell.
Come on.
Huh? But if a man or woman who's standing before you, if they are filled with the Spirit of God and they're not playing, they for real with it. See, the God in them can reach the God in you.
Come on.
And when you leave here today, whether you join the nation or not, I don't know many people, when they come to one of our meetings, they remember that lecture forever.
Go ahead. That's a fact.
Not a choir, because we don't have no choir. Ain't no singing up in here. The only singing you're going to get is in the rhythm of the spirit of the lecturer.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's right.
Y'all all right? Yes, sir. So my job is not to reach your condition today. I'm not concerned with that. My job is to get to your soul. To get up under all of that bull crap that this world have buried you under. False ideas, false religion, false this, false everything, false hair, false lips, false eyelashes.
All false.
False leg.
Come on.
Come on now. Come on. Speak the truth.
Right? False attitude.
Right.
Come on.
False understanding.
Come on.
Buried under all of that is a God trying to come out.
Come on.
So my job is to beg God for the spirit that I can pierce and drill through all of that to get to the real you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So thank you, brothers and sisters, for honoring me, and I pray that Almighty God Allah use me to get you to think. I'm not interested in converting. I don't have that power.
Come on now.
Come on.
Come on now.
It's not my interest. Convert you for what? I'm here to reach you so that you can make a decision of either accepting your own or rejecting it. That's it. And then it's off me. So when the death angel visits you, you gotta have that conversation. Did anyone ever attempt to teach you a knowledge of yourself?
Come on now. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you accept it or reject it? I like being white. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Come on.
I don't want to be black. And that angel gonna say, okay, step right over here.
Come on. Go ahead, mother.
Y'all ready for a black experience?
Yes, sir.
And look, if you're Mexican,
Come on. Come on.
or any of the shades of brown,
Come on.
if you're Asian,
Come on.
I want to hip you to something. You black too.
Hey. right.
Black is a consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Right? That the people of color needs to get back.
Come on.
Right?
Yes, sir.
What an honor. What an honor to have visiting with us.
Come on.
We have a foundational stone up off up in here today.
Come on.
The Nation of Islam in our structure used to sit on 4 pillars.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Within a mosque structure, you have a minister, brother captain, a sister captain, and a secretary.
That's right.
Somebody changed that.
Uh-oh, come on.
Come on.
We have an OG up in here,
Go ahead.
an original God.
Come on.
We have visiting with us a person who the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan loved so deeply because of her service.
Come on. Come on.
I'm telling you, I used to get jealous. This sister served so good.
Yes, she does.
And wasn't no joke.
No joke. Man.
She set you straight, male or female. In fact, I think she started the Me Too movement. Long before it was a Me Too movement. Because in the nation, you got to be a strong sister
Go ahead.
to deal with a male-dominated religion.
Come on. Come on, brother.
Yeah.
Peace.
You hear a lot about the LOI.
Come on. Come on.
Well, this sister's a game changer.
Yes.
I ran up against her once, and she put me in my place quick. I'm still a little tough. Still a little hurt by that. Brother, get off this stage. Huh? Your name ain't on nothing. She didn't play. One of the most beautiful, spirited souls I've met. She knows how to get people to the minister.
Come on now.
White House, I don't care if you under the house.
That's right.
She's well respected in Washington, D.C. And they know her as a Muslim.
Come
She
on.
don't back down. She, like many of us, came up out of the ranks of a model. She was one of the top fashion models of her time.
Come on.
Huh? And at her age, she's still a model. She don't
That's
never
right.
stop modeling. Every
Come
time
on.
I see her, she's I just love to honor our own, y'all.
That's right. That's right.
Because when you work for black people and oppressed people, it's a thankless job.
Thankless.
People don't thank you. They'll work the hell out of you. But they never say thank you.
Come on, brother.
See, we'll say thank you to white people.
Right.
We don't say thank you for what you did for me. So I want to thank this sister for what she did for the nation. Her service and her work of bringing some of the top leaders in the world to sit down with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. She actually, in my opinion, she was almost like a Secretary of State type.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
She knew how to go and speak to foreigners, those who was even anti the nation. When she got through with you, you was in front of Farrakhan.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So much so that Minister Farrakhan watched her work and then decided that the nation needed another pillar
Come on.
in terms of service.
Teach. Teach.
And named a new department called the Protocol Department.
Go ahead.
The nation never had one until Sister Claudette.
That's right. That's right.
Come on, y'all. Show me.
Go ahead.
Claudette Marie.
Yes,
love you forever
That's right.
for your service to our nation.
That's right. Awesome.
We'll talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Now, brothers and sisters, y'all ready to go down this
Yes, sir.
yellow brick road? Today, I'm not interested in preaching. You can go get a dead sermon anytime.
Come on.
I am interested in teaching you to the degree that it makes you think. If I can make you think, I did my job. Even if I make you angry, I did my job. But I want you angry enough that if you don't think what I'm teaching is right, prove it.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Research.
All right?
Sir.
I'm not interested after teaching how you feel. I'm interested in what you think. Come on. Because you know we get up in our feelings real easy.
Real easy. Come on.
See, I feel like, brother, hold on. I remember once I taught at the University of Tennessee. And I'm teaching hard on who the white man is based on scripture. And I'm laying out Caucasians' history from the time they left the caves until they conquered. I'm at the University of Tennessee. 30% of the audience is Caucasian, the rest are black students. And the black students look nervous.
Come on.
Because their master was in the audience with them. And when I opened up for question and answer, a black student stood up to ask me a question about something I taught. And that black student said, well, first of all, I thank you for coming, but I'm a little disappointed because I feel like you teaching hate.
Feel.
I said, all due respect, sit down. I'm not interested in how you feel.
Okay.
Then I asked a group of Caucasians, I said, would you 10 Caucasians stand up? They stood. I said, what do you think about what I taught? You know what the 10 Caucasians said?
It was the truth.
Everything that you was teaching us for, as I see, was the truth.
Go ahead.
I said, now, what's the difference between the two? This one was emotional and they were analytical.
Think about it.
What's in this black person that drove her emotion? The sales that were passed on from slavery. And she was feeling uncomfortable that maybe her slave master was feeling embarrassed.
That's right.
The slave master was enjoying it. It was the slaves who was upset.
Think about it.
So y'all, I'm just trying to set you up for this lecture.
Yes, sir.
Because if you look at me like you want to do something, I ain't going to do nothing back. I just love us, man. I love black people. I'm learning to love us more and more. I don't care what the condition.
Come on.
Them drunks that hanging on that corner, I love them.
That's right. Come on.
My sister, I saw a sister drunk laying down on that corner up the street. I went and I set her up. All the brothers drunk. I sat on the sofa and said, brother, y'all could at least set her up on this sofa.
That's right. Right. Come on.
Wow. You realize who this is?
Come on. Come on. Please.
And then one brother said, yeah, that's a hoe. I said, I'm not talking about her condition.
Go ahead.
Do you know her nature? They couldn't talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I'm not setting a whore on the sofa. I'm setting the original goddess.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
She's a queen, unaware. Be honest. If you were walking by a cemetery or through it, and you saw some people getting up out of this grave, come on now, you gonna run and say, you gonna have that pistol sideways. You gonna be shooting and running. Hold on, people like, hold on, Christian, I'm resurrected. I know, mental resurrection. But may I offer, to you what I offered to the pastor, that I was taught from the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad by a master teacher named Louis Farrakhan?
That's right.
We are taught in the Nation of Islam that there are 3 stages of death.
Okay.
How many stages? 3. Just like there's 3 dimensions to a universal order. You have gas, you have liquid, and solid.
Yes, sir.
You are made up of gas, spiritual,
Yes, sir.
liquid, mental, and what else?
Solid.
Solid, your physical body.
Yes, sir.
Gas is like spirit.
Come on.
Liquid, water, and knowledge is synonymous. Because knowledge does to the brain what water do to a dirty body. It refreshes it.
Come on now.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
And so, we're taught that there are 3 stages of death. One of the ways you can be put to death is to unplug you from God. That's right. I'm going to say that again. If someone disconnects you from the God you were born with before you came in contact with white people. This is how I want you to think. I don't want you to think like the Negro in America you are. I want you to think back like your ancestors was thinking before Caucasian went out country. All right?
Yes, sir.
So if you're Chinese, I don't want you to tell me I'm thinking like a Chinese American. I'm like, oh, that's truth mixed with falsehood.
Right.
Come on.
I don't want to hear that I'm Korean American, because I'm going to ask you, how much is Korean, how much is American? In the percentage-wise.
Come on, good question.
Then I'm going to ask you, how can you be both? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, you own it.
I don't want nobody confusing me. I'm African American. Hold on. How you going to impose that on me?
Right.
I'm black.
Straight like that. Come on.
Right.
Go ahead.
See, I stay right there. That means I can go anywhere and be black. When I go to China, guess what I am? Black. When I go to Korea, guess what I am?
Black. Go ahead.
When I go to Europe, guess what I am? Black. When I go to Africa, guess what I am? Black. No, I'm back.
Hey. Yes, sir.
The enemy superimposed stuff on you to see how much are you still submitting to him.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
That's true. That's the truth.
Asian American, why did you say that? To appease the master.
Makes sense.
You Asian.
Right.
Okay, y'all with me, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the spiritual way you can die? If somebody take your God from you, or if you leave your God for another one.
Come on. Think about it.
Right. That's right.
That means you died spiritually. How do you die mentally? Because that's another stage of death. Mentally, have you been destroyed?
Yes. Yes.
What does one need mentally to exist? A name.
Yeah.
What is your name?
That's real.
Is your name rooted in Africa, or is it rooted in Europe? Now you're getting with me, see? So if a man takes your name, then he takes your language, then he takes your culture, then he takes your folkways and your mores, and he trades that and tells you to throw away that clothing. Put on my clothing. That's a dead man and woman walking.
Yeah.
I know it's a tough pill to swallow. I know you like to go back to your family reunion to Alabama and Mississippi. Why'd you stop there?
Right. Keep going.
Why don't you go back to the boat? Woo. That brought your ancestors.
Come on. Keep on, T.
Why don't you go back and lay back down on that and retract?
Oh, yeah. I like
Go back.
Come on.
track that. Huh?
I go to my family reunion every year. Oh yeah? What part of Africa are you from? To me, I'm talking about Mississippi. Oh, you went to your slavery reunion.
Go ahead.
Was your great-great-grandmama there? Yeah. Was her great-great-grandfather there? Yeah. Was the man who forced that name on them there?
Yeah. Come on.
You Johnson? Who the real Johnson? You Williams? Who the real Williams? You Jackson? Then your family tree is rooted in crackers.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ooh, y'all ready to go?
Nah, you on it?
Look. Brother, could you do me a favor? Hold that. You sure looking sharp standing up.
That's right.
If somebody do something, you ready?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Brother Sharif.
Sister Claudette wrote about y'all, brother. We gonna have to question some of you. Y'all hanging out with Sister Claudette. Women call to pray. We're talking. She reported something.
All right.
No, it's all good.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm going to do a PowerPoint presentation, but I want to define some terms.
Yes, sir. Got to.
Because although we speak English, if I don't give you the definition, you may be, if it's a word with 7 definitions, I'm talking about definition 1, but you thinking with definition 3.
Come on.
Yes, sir. So I need you to see what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
So that we'll be on the same page. Do you know that even in boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, most of the time your argument is on the basis of a misunderstood word?
Come on.
Yes, sir.
It's a fact.
Fool, that's what I was saying. Well, you didn't say that. So, in the Islamic world, you hear the word jihad. White man has lied about what that word means.
It's real. It's real.
He will tell you that the jihadists, you hear those terms, and if somebody keeps saying something over and over again, even if it's a lie, it turns into the truth.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Then he tell you terrorism. Here's a people that's been terrorized by the #1 terrorist, but he got you looking at another terrorist.
Right.
As if he ain't never been a terrorist.
Hey, come on.
Isn't that something?
Yes, sir.
So the resurrection of the dead is a part of our mission, but the Nation of Islam job, it is the resurrection of the mentally dead.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Because if we resurrect you mentally, you will make the right religious decision.
That's right. That's right.
That's the problem.
See? This is why when I meet black brothers and sisters that have that black consciousness, I don't care if they call themselves a Muslim. If they got black consciousness, I know they don't hate me.
Come on.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at black love, black on black love, man.
Yeah,
Black on black respect.
That's right.
Yeah.
We may not never agree on all of the same thing, but do you
like that.
Good teacher. Do you respect me enough to where it don't invoke envy in you?
Come on.
Okay, now.
Because envy is almost an irredeemable emotion.
Right. Yeah, right.
Teach.
Wow.
That's what got Nipsey Hussle murdered. Envy.
Go ahead.
Naked envy.
The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said the way that brother was murdered was the ugliest hate you could have for another human being.
Nice.
Wow.
Go ahead.
That's right. That's true.
To where you wish another human being dead on the basis that they got something you wish you had.
Wow.
My God. My God.
Wow.
Yes.
Huh? See, that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm looking for some black on black unity.
Come on, brother.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
We done tried everything except uniting.
Everything.
Yes.
You own it.
So the resurrection
Yes.
is a mental resurrection.
Yes, it
so
is.
let's go down
You could be resurrected.
this yellow
Come
brick
on.
road.
Yes, sir.
Now, is this thing working, brother?
Yes, sir.
This subject will also be touching on bits of what brought God out of hiding.
Come on now.
Can I ask you a question? How many of us know that black people have been in America for over 400 years? How many of us know? Good. Were we invited?
Not quite. Come on.
Good question.
Did we come on our own free will?
No,
See,
sir.
I have to ask you that because if you don't think like that, you can never dismiss your history. Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
Don't try to forget it.
Read it.
Because once you forget it, it can be imposed on you again.
Yes, sir.
This is what I respect about our Jewish brethren.
Ain't gonna
Come on.
forget.
They teach that Holocaust.
Right.
All day.
They teach
Come
it to
on.
the baby in the crib.
Come on.
Ever.
And they teach their babies, always walk your post in a perfect manner, always looking for people
That's right.
Come on.
to come against you.
That's right.
That ain't what we teach. We teach love everybody.
Right.
Stay.
Love everybody. Anybody that pats you on your head, particularly if they white, you be lucky.
Right.
That's right. Jesus, Muhammad.
Be lucky. Yeah.
Use the mic. Oh,
Slavery teaching.
thank you, sir. So, these three men, this man who looks like a Caucasian,
Yes, sir.
Come on. Wake us up.
this is Master Farad Muhammad. This is the man that taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The only picture that we have of him is him reading a book, and that's for a reason.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Because one of the problems in our community is we don't know how to read. We can pronounce words.
Come on. Teach.
Pronunciation is not reading.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
One of the derivations of the word read means take on the mind, love.
Come on and teach, bro.
We don't read to apply. We read to member long enough to pass a test.
Wow, that's real.
We study to pass the test. Study to pass the test all night long. We go take the test. You better hurry up and set it in front of you.
Hurry up.
You better hurry up, pass the test out.
Yeah.
Because if not, you'll forget.
That's real.
See, the way even the West tests you is wrong.
It is.
The West don't test you based on your ability to do. They test you based on your ability to mimic.
Think about that. Think about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm going to say that again.
Yeah.
Sir.
When you learn something, you're supposed to be able to apply it.
Come on.
Even some of us in the nation, I watch us get the lessons
Come on.
and don't even know how to apply it to you.
Come on.
Why isn't the devil settled on the best part of the planet Earth? Okay, well, how do you apply that to you?
Come on.
Because something has settled on the best side of you, because you sure ain't acting like no fool. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
This man who came from the east, as it was written that he would come from the east to the west, seeking to save a people lost.
Come on.
They lied to you. Right now they're saying we're celebrating the 400th year of us being in slavery. That's a lie.
Straight lie. Come on.
They saying that we came in slavery in 1619. That's a lie. That's when we were pronounced a slave. I'm going to say that again. We were pronounced a slave because it took him 64 years to make a slave. Look, go back in the Library of Congress now that you got your smart dumb phones.
Gee.
Because everything you look up online is not authentic.
Come on.
Right.
That's real.
Plenty trolls online that'll lie to you.
Straight like that.
And you'll take a lie and post it as if it was the truth. Then when the real fact checkers check your stuff, you got to pull it down.
Right.
Come on. Come on. That's right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So this man, Master Farad Muhammad, came in sinful flesh to condemn sin in the flesh.
Yes, he did.
His mother was a Caucasian and his father was a black man. Why? Because he came in 1930 to a people who were worshiping white folks.
Come on. Come on.
So he came looking like them, kind of. And in the 1930s, we would open the door for a man that looked like that and wouldn't give him no trouble.
Right. Think about it. Come on.
But if he was dark-skinned with high cheekbones, we'd be wanting to know what that nigga knocking on my door for. That was our attitude in the 30s. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Then this man taught that man. So this is the Nation of Islam's Trinity.
Yes.
This is the father of the nation. This is his son, and this is their spirit.
Come on.
We're trying to resurrect a human being who have gone through this trauma.
My God.
This is trauma. In the 1600s and the 1700s, we were enchained. We were being beaten, brother, and many of the black male slaves was raped. Did you know that?
Come on, brother.
Go back and read some of the slave-breaking codes.
Come on.
Because if you take a real African warrior
Go ahead.
who knows that God is his God,
Come on.
he ain't confused about what he is by nature.
That's right.
Go ahead.
He's straight up man.
That's right.
Straight like that. Come on.
And the women in Africa are straight up women. They're not confused.
Come on.
They're queens. But the Portuguese knew that one of the ways to break a strong male mandingo was to take a cattle prod and put it up his rectum.
Right.
In front of the other warriors.
Wow. Come on.
And he'll be over in a corner broken. Because you just took his man.
My God.
What did that do to us mentally, brother? I'm talking about not one time, they do it to him constantly. They always get the rebellious one and embarrass him.
That's right.
Go ahead.
They still do that to us today. Any black leader that show he ain't no punk to white people,
Come on.
they make him scared for you and I to be with.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
So they don't stick a cattle prod up his rectum, they stick lies in your head.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Sister,
Yes, sir.
do you know how this man broke you? Let me give you something. Whenever a human being dominates you, and when your warrior man was in the hull of the ship, it had you up top with the slave master.
That's real.
9 years old, 6 years old, 11 years old. What was the Portuguese doing to your grandmama? Raping her. Over and over again for 9 months, because it took 9 months to get that ship from the west coast of Africa to America. And this is why today, every time a hurricane starts up, it follows the path of the slave ship.
That is a fact.
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you know that over 100 million of our ancestors, their bones at the bottom of the ocean, of the Atlantic Ocean, and 30% of them jumped off and committed suicide?
Yeah.
Because they refused to be a slave to white people. They rather die than to be a slave.
That's right.
See, that's the spirit of our ancestors. It ain't yours now.
Come on, that's a fact.
You rather act white to survive.
Teach hard, brother. Come on.
See, because a real black person don't compromise nothing.
That's right.
Nada.
But can we make a compromise? Oh, hell no, right? Don't compromise. But we kind of want to move back into the hood. No, y'all ain't moving over here.
Right. Come on.
That's what I tell the homies, y'all. This can't be your hood. They
Right.
gentrified you.
Right. Think about it.
Right.
Little Tommy Walker.
He said, get out, you just leave.
That's right. Look at that.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Jihad. Jihad. What is jihad? Here's one of the meanings. Jihad. The literal meaning of jihad is struggle or effort.
Yes, sir.
What is the meaning of jihad?
Struggle with that. That's it.
When did it become Kenny Wakefield?
Right there.
Struggle or effort, and it means much more than holy war.
Come on.
Muslims use the word jihad to describe 3 different kinds of struggle. A believer's internal struggle to live out the Muslim faith as well as possible.
Come on.
Both are ignorant of Islam and serve only one another. The Quran describes 3 types of jihad, struggles, and 0 of them mean or permit terrorism.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
These are the jihad against yourself. Meaning you're supposed to struggle against you.
Right.
There it is. There it is.
Every one of us in this room, you ain't got to tell me. I already know. It's a war going on in your head right now.
Come on now.
You know how you lie to yourself.
Every day.
I'm gonna ask this question, see how much truth I get. How many of us in here have lied to ourselves? Then why would you ever tell somebody else, don't you lie to me? You don't have no right.
Good teaching, brother.
I need a man that's gonna tell me the truth. Why? Why? Remember you lied, said, you know what? I'm not going to eat today. I'm going to lose weight. And your stomach said, oh, ain't today. Oh, you're from the movie. You just said that because you okay.
That's how you talk. Come on.
So now I'm at war against that.
Yes, sir.
In this world, I'm telling you, in this world, it's hard to be truthful to everybody you run into. Because you don't know what their intent is.
Come on, brother.
This is a world that's built on lying,
Right.
stealing,
Yeah.
and how to master the original people.
Come on.
See, so again, jihad is a struggle against self. I fight myself every day.
Every day.
Come on.
As a Muslim, I'm supposed to pray 5 times a day, but there's a demon in my head who sometimes get me to compromise that.
Come on.
Oh my
So who do I blame? You know how you quick blamers. You quick to blame others about what they do to you. I don't like nobody that lie to me. I'm telling people not to be what make me want to slap the hell out of them. Then you should be just slapping yourself all up and down this room. Brother, why you slapping yourself? I don't like liars.
That's right. You get well.
Come on, brother.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So be careful from looking for perfect.
Come on.
You're not perfect. So why are you looking for perfect?
That's real.
You're supposed to say, can me and you struggle together?
Yes, sir.
That's real.
Teach.
See? You know, I struggle with telling the truth. Ooh, it got quiet over here.
Right.
Real.
Then the other person, God, I'm so glad I met somebody that's truthful. Because I struggle with telling the truth too.
Come on now.
I struggle with being faithful.
Come on. Come on.
Got quiet again.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a world that teach you, you don't have to be faithful. What is the next struggle? The jihad against Satan,
Right.
Come on.
which are called the greater jihads, and the jihad against an open enemy, known as the lesser jihad. Wait a minute. So something on the outside, the biggest jihad is what's in my head.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
That's my biggest war.
Sure is.
Let me tell you why. In Mecca, they have a black stone
Yes, sir.
that is a sign of black people in America. It's a black stone that was out of place.
Teach.
Hey.
But the black stone is supposed to become the head cornerstone of a new world.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
And when Prophet Muhammad, when the black stone was taken back over, when they went inside, they saw all kind of gods and
Come on.
idols.
Teach.
They had to get them out.
Teach.
What will God find in our head in America?
My God.
Do you know any person that dominates you, that domination that you had to survive, that was an aspect of it that you had to go in agreement with?
That's real.
Once you in an agreement, it's growing in your head. And it becomes your way of thinking too.
Come on.
I'm going to prove my point. My mother, when I was a little boy, when she would get drunk, she would go into the person who dominated her. And I would be on the sofa because I was one of them children that couldn't be still. She was like, will you sit down? I'm like, no, I ain't sitting down. Then she grabbed me around my neck and hold me down. You black mother. Then I said, sit your way.
Come on. Come on.
And had me so scared. I went in agreement. I ain't even move. I froze. And one day she said, well, why you sitting there not doing that? I said, didn't you tell me to be still? Then when I became an adult,
Come on.
and I became impatient, when my children wouldn't do it, I found myself doing my son the same way, using the same language.
My God. It's real. It's real.
So that negative experience is in my Kaaba. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Y'all read the story about the girl in Ohio that was captured by this man and he raped her for 10 years? She was 9 years old. He raped her every day almost. Do you know right now the problem she's having now? She don't know how to relate to a man unless he's brutal.
Wow.
And when she's trying to be intimate, she'd be brutal to the person she's been intimate with because some teachings got to go in her mind and break those agreements.
Come on, brother. That's real.
That's what the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has done and is doing. When I got this teaching, it broke my agreement with a
Yeah.
I grew up around pimps, so my only way of relating to girls was like the pimps related because I saw a pimp knock the heck out of a woman and I saw her submit. I said, oh, that's how you do it. So I'm 8 years old. Girl, come here. I ain't coming. Boo!
Come on. Come on.
Oh, don't look at me like I'm the only one now. Y'all make me feel good. I became a product of my environment.
Yes, sir. True.
But the teachings came.
Go ahead.
And the teaching told me who the black woman was. When I heard Minister Farrakhan say that the black woman and women in general are the second self of God. And when you hit a woman, you hit God.
Come on now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That kind of teaching destroyed my pimp education. Because I wanted to take that viewpoint.
Come on.
I think y'all follow me.
Yes, sir.
Every one of us in here has been dominated in some negative form that we don't realize we carried out on others too.
That's real.
Okay.
That's real.
And we call that good upbringing. I was raised right. My mama beat the hell out of me. See all these cuts and stuff? She got me right.
Come on.
You crazy as hell.
That's real.
Calling your child a black bastard is not good.
Come on, bro.
Do you know the tongue is worse than your fist?
That's real.
The Holy Quran said persecution is worse than slaughter.
Man.
You hitting a woman, brother, and telling her she ain't S-H-I-T. It wasn't a blow to the mouth that did the worst damage.
Come on. Come
It
on.
was your words as you was beating her. Now you put her under hypnosis.
Come on. Come on.
It's called shock and awe with words. Go look at the movie Manchurian Candidate.
Oh, yeah.
They give him pain and then give him a pistol. Hit him and say, shoot that man. Hit him and then say, shoot that man.
Come on. Come on.
Good teaching.
Here comes out.
That's what has happened to us over 400 years. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
So y'all got a better understanding of jihad.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So jihad is a struggle going on with who?
Come on. Get me. Come on.
Going on with who?
Self.
But there's an outside demon too now.
Okay.
Connect.
And guess what the outside demon is trying to do? Connect with the demon that's in
Come
you.
on.
Okay. All right.
All day.
See, so when my daughter or son try to come home and make me believe, Mama, Daddy, he made me have sex with him. Like if he choke you, like if he rip your clothes off. No, well, what do you mean he made? Well, he was just talking.
Come on.
David, I'm sorry. You in an agreement. He was a demon trying to contact yours. It seemed like he did a good job.
Think about it.
Man, y'all look like y'all mad at me.
No, sir. Go ahead.
Be true.
I mean, I'm only saying you have a choice, brother and sister. I don't know why that man treat me like that. Didn't you choose it?
Think about it. Come on.
Sister, can I give you some tidbits of information? If you dating a dude and he's been with others, you better go check with them other wrecked cars.
Carfax. Come on.
You sitting there telling me how no good she was. Can I call her? Excuse me, you don't know me. My name is Cindy, and I'm now dating Harry. Can you tell me something about him? And she Harry. Can you tell me something about him? And then you go over there and she says, see this eye ain't got an eye because of him.
There it is.
Ooh, brothers is leaving. Brothers is leaving the meeting. I gave up game.
Go ahead. Teach hard, brother.
Real quick, what time is it?
12:48.
Can y'all give me 10 more minutes?
Yes, sir.
Now I'm getting ready to go into prophecy. I'm going into what?
Prophecy.
We're taught in the Nation of Islam that the Europeans flip the script when it comes to prophecy and history.
That's right.
75% of what you read in the Bible, they make it to appear to be history.
Come on.
Wrong. 75% of what you read in the Bible is prophecy.
Come on.
25% is history to throw you off from the Jesus when he's raised in your midst.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Because you are the people that's going to go into a strange land among some strangers.
Come on.
Come on.
You are the people that will serve them, and they will afflict you for how many years?
400 years.
So prophecy is the foretelling or prediction of what is to come. If you were the devil and you knew that a man was born at a certain time to take over your rule, would you flip when he was born?
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I just want to ask. Something that is declared by a prophet, especially a divinely inspired prediction, instruction, or exhortation. A divinely inspired utterance or revelation. The action, functions, or faculty of a prophet. Prophecy. This is a scripture in the Holy Quran. Y'all know this fellow is Napoleon. This fellow is Alexander the Great. Were they great to us?
No, sir.
In the Holy Quran, there is a conversation where God is talking in chapter 2, verse 30. Look at what he said. And when our Lord said to the angels, I'm going to place a ruler in the earth. I'm going to place a what? Ruler. Look at what they said, because they were ruling. So they, wait a minute, we ruling and you going to place a ruler?
Think about it.
They said, wilt thou place in such as make mischief in it and shed blood? Stop right there.
Come on.
Let me ask you a historical question. When Caucasians left Europe, did they go out and shed blood?
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this question. Have the Japanese ever left Japan, went all over the world enslaving people and shedding their blood?
No, sir.
No. Have the Chinese left China, went all throughout the world enslaving people, changing their name and shedding blood?
No, sir.
I'm not going to find it.
Come on. Come on.
You ain't going to find it. Ain't been but one group that did that.
But one. Come on.
So Alexander the Great, it has always mesmerized me that the white man can't help himself but paint himself right into the book of Revelation. Because that's his nature. And the white horse went out and the rider was dead.
Man.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And everywhere he went, hell followed him.
Come on.
Yeah.
Now, look, when I talk to white people like this, they not like you. They get a little sad.
Come on.
We did that. Can you forgive us? I don't know. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
And we celebrate that praise and extol that holiness, he said. Surely I know what you know not. See, God allowed Caucasians 6 days to rule.
Come on.
That's right.
Sir, right.
According to the Bible.
Sir.
But let me help you to something. In the book of Timothy, he tells us what 1 day is equal to.
Come on, brother.
So Timothy says 1 day is equal to 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is equal to 1 day. So 6,000 years you got to rule.
That's it.
That's why they have 6 stripes on the American flag.
Go ahead, brother.
6 white stripes.
Oh, yeah.
Teach.
7 red, but it starts with a red and ends with a red. Because as it was in the beginning, darker people, so shall it be in the end.
That's right.
Ruling darker people. And if you look at white people, that's what this is all about, Trump and them.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Trump and them.
And them.
Come on,
Trump,
brother.
they fighting for white dominance.
Yes,
Because they
they
know they losing.
They know it.
The Bible says your borders will be overran.
Ran.
Get the Mexicans out. No, you get out. You the foreigner.
Go ahead.
You the occupier.
Go ahead.
You get out.
You get out.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Ain't that some nerve, ain't it? Somebody, you got a white man moving your apartment, you gave him the living room. Next thing you know, he done relegated you just in your bedroom.
That's right.
You in there fighting to get out your bedroom, and he laughing. I got a constitution.
Something else.
My God.
That's my damn living room. Bill. Better be careful letting them snakes in your house.
Right.
Careful. for?
Don't blame a snake for biting you. He'll tear you after you throw him out.
That's
Nigga,
what I
you know I was a snake.
Whole time.
You invited me.
No, a white person asked me, do you trust me? I said, yeah, as far as I can tame you.
Ah! Whoa!
Go ahead.
That one.
Yes, sir. Now I'm getting ready to show you the attitude that's in Trump and the nearly 90 million white people that follow him.
Come on. Wake us
Trump
up.
is not alone.
90 minutes. Oh, he's not.
He talking bold because he got an army.
Yeah, he does.
Go
And
ahead.
now you're talking about taking their guns.
Think about it.
Chapter 15 of the Holy Quran, God is letting the whole world know who his first man was.
Go ahead.
They don't like us to read this. Even in the Arab world, they don't like to talk about this surah.
Come on.
Teach it on.
Where God writes, and surely we created man. Surely we what? Created man. Of sounding clay, of black mud. Fashion it to shape.
Come on.
Who is the original man?
Go ahead. Original man.
I made my first man out of black mud. God is the architect of the human body. And he's telling you that as a seamstress, the first suit or dress that I wove from black mud
Come on now.
and fashioned it into shape. Then he goes on in the next verse and says, I breathe into this man of my spirit.
Come on.
And that man became a living soul.
Yes, sir.
Now, in this same surah, remember now, he made a man of black mud.
Come on.
Right?
Sure.
Brothers and sisters, ask anyone who plants or any farmer that grows vegetation.
Come on.
Go ask him, what color soil is the best?
Wow.
Come on.
You see him going to the beach getting sand?
Come on. Science.
Getting the white sand and then plant something in it? He can do it.
You can try.
He'll be there forever waiting on something to grow.
Okay.
Jeez.
Question, why is it that white sand can't produce it?
Come on, brother.
Wow.
White dirt can't produce nothing.
Come on.
Oh, but that black dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Worms in
You
it.
know how y'all do it. Y'all put eggshells in it.
Right.
But it's something about being in triple darkness. Huh? That when light hit that black dirt, see, black dirt pulls in the light. White dirt repels it.
That's a fact.
That means they're not working together.
All right.
Come on.
Damn, man, work.
So if white dirt cannot receive sunlight, can white people receive truth?
Come on.
Team.
Good question. Good question.
Even it's hard to give you the truth because you got a white mind.
Perfect example.
So Allah goes on to say, and the jinn we created before of intense hot fire. Jinn. See, what is it about jinn? Let's look at the definition of jinn.
Come on.
Jinn, any of a class of spirits
Come on.
Think about it.
lower than the angels,
Lower.
capable of appearing in human and animal forms and influencing humankind for either good or evil.
Come on.
Jinn. Jinn. Remember that, all right?
Yes, sir.
Then the Holy Quran goes on to say, and when my Lord said to the angels, I'm going to create a mortal of sound clay, of black mud fashioned in this shape. So when I have made him complete and breathed into him of my spirit, fall down making obeisance. Right there. Do you think Trump will fall down and make obeisance to Obama?
No, sir. No, sir.
Emphatically, no, sir.
Obama, in one sense, was one of the best presidents to ever come down the pipe. But you ain't gonna get Trump to admit it, because he's the gin.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on.
He's made up intense fire. I ain't gonna bow down to no mortal. Now you get ready to run into their other attitude. So the angels made obeisance, all of them together, but Iblis
Come on.
did not.
Come on.
Iblis what?
Did not. Come on.
He refused to be with those who made obeisance to the black man.
Yeah, he got mad.
Look at what he said. He said, God talking, "Oh Iblis, what is the reason that thou art not with those who make obeisance?"
'Cause I'm better.
He answered.
Yes, he did. That's his secret.
He said, "I am not going to make obeisance." I'm going to put a word there that ain't there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
I'm going to do what that boy did to the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tithe, masses, poor, they can stand up on their own.
Okay.
No. Look what he said. He said, "I'm not going to make obeisance to a mortal."
Go ahead. Come on. That's how they say.
Thou hast created a sounding clay of black mud fashioned into shape. I'm telling you, I don't care how good your white friends are, they think like this.
They do.
Go ahead.
They can fool you with a smile and a pat on the back.
Come on.
Beware.
They always think they better. They just can't help themselves.
Always.
If you outscore them on the test, they want to take the test again.
Right.
Right.
Something wrong with the test. Come on.
Be friends up to that point. That's
He said, look at God. He said, "Then go forth.
That's it.
Surely thou art driven
Oh,
away.
yeah.
And surely on thee is a curse till the day of judgment."
Man.
Look at what this man said back to God. He said, he was very respectful. See, brothers and sisters, when we are really our black self,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
you really are God.
That's right. Yes,
The
sir.
little G.
Yes, sir.
And this is what I say to members of the nation, because I'm around a lot of white folks.
Come on.
But if you perceive that I'm like you,
Come on.
Teach on
you
that.
know, you uncomfortable being around them, then don't impose your uncomfortable on me.
Come on.
Right.
Teach, brother.
That's right. That's right.
I'm a God.
That's
Go
right.
ahead.
I like exercising my power by going against the cycle.
Stay with me. Go ahead.
See, if they can get me out of my nature, I want to know what's winning inside me, God or them.
That's right.
Good question.
So when I go around them, if I'm being myself, they can't be a devil. Because I don't allow no one to commit a nuisance on or near my post.
Come on.
Telling you. So I talk to my white friends straight up.
Right.
They know it.
That's right.
Look, he said, "My Lord." The punk is coming out of him. "My Lord, respect me till the time when they are raised." Wait a minute. Who's got to be raised?
That's a good question. Think about it.
Good question.
He's now speaking in the future.
Right.
Respect me to the time when they are raised. God said, he said, "Surely thou art of the respited ones, till the period of time made known."
Yes.
Go ahead.
Now let's go into that time. In the book of Revelation, what book?
Revelation.
6 and 6. "And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder. One of the four beasts saying, 'Come and see.' And I saw, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him. And he went forth conquering and to conquer."
They do.
Tell me this ain't white folk.
That's white folk.
Facts.
I showed this to
That's
a group
right.
of students at UCLA, and they agree.
Go ahead, they know.
It's hard to get you.
Right.
That's real. It's real.
Right.
Now, here in Revelation, this is John the Revelator. He saw white people too. And the rider, he that sat on him, look at his crown, look at his sword. He went forth to conquer. Did they conquer? They conquered Africa.
They conquered.
They conquered Central and South America. They conquered Asia.
Yeah.
They conquered China. They
Good.
conquered Japan. You name it. White folks conquered it.
They conquered it.
people who they conquered to believe in their false religion. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Revelation, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death. And he followed with him. Thank you, babe. It's my wife.
Go ahead.
I'm going to teach you how to slow down and look at the words. That's my teacher. She got to have one of them. Because if you mispronounce a word, I'm going to correct it.
That's right.
Thank you, baby. And hell followed with him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth. That's Europe.
That's real. Come on, come on.
To kill with the sword. See, the sword is not just this, it's the tongue.
Come on, brother.
Trump is killing everybody with his tongue. He's lying behind. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
And with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
Wow.
There you go.
Now here we come.
Yep.
Jeremiah saw us. Look at what he said about black people in the book of Jeremiah. Remember, 75% of what you read is prophecy. But I, or we can say we, but we was like a lamb or an ox that is brought to slaughter. And I knew not that they had devised devices against me, saying, let us destroy the tree with the fruit thereof, and let us cut him off from the land of the living, that his name may be no more remembered. What is your name?
Good question.
Among white people, haven't we been like a lamb or an ox that is brought to slaughter?
Yes, sir.
Come on, brothers, it's still black to me.
Yes, sir.
I'm showing you pictures so you can see what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
They got an answer for this.
That's real.
Congress ain't gonna answer, but that ain't who we gonna get to make them answer. God is gonna answer this.
Go ahead.
That's right.
Black people right now, they won't give us reparation. Just be patient.
That's right.
You're going to get all of America because God is going to destroy. Minister Farrakhan told us God is going to destroy all of the seashores.
Come on.
And move the people to the middle. He says, coming.
Go ahead.
He said, earthquakes are going to hit New York.
That's real. Think about it.
New York can't take a 7-pointer like LA can.
Not at all. Not at all.
7-pointer hit New York, everything coming.
Everything.
He said tidal waves 120 and 50 feet is going to hit America because it is.
Come on.
She got you thinking it's global warming. Yeah, it is global warming.
Getting hot.
That's right.
Come on.
Global warming. Got your stupid ass talking about global warming. Like God ain't got nothing to do with it.
Go ahead.
Now, that's what they
Well, that white man good.
Yeah. Look at that.
And Jesus answered, saying, a certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell amongst what? Thieves. Did we go down?
Oh, yeah.
Sir.
Look at how we used to look at what they did. We went down. What just happened? You went back.
Went down.
Sister said you went back. Thank you, sis. Y'all all right? Y'all getting something out of this? Are y'all getting anything out of this?
Yes, sir.
Y'all ain't getting it, I'll stop.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I got 2 more. No, 4 more.
Go ahead.
And Jesus, yes, ma'am. Sister tell the truth. Okay, I got 30 more. And Jesus answered, said, a certain man. He didn't say who that man was. We know who he is now.
No, now.
Remember, this is prophecy.
Right.
He's foretelling something.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
A certain man went down from Jerusalem to Jericho and fell amongst thieves, which stripped him. Did we get stripped?
Yes, sir.
Of his raiment. Now that's a word you don't know. Don't be pretending. Don't be pretending. Come on now, I know you black. You don't know what that word raiment means. What is the Latin root meaning of the word raiment?
Come on.
Raiment in one sense means outer clothing, garments. Comes from the Latin word array, meaning knowledge.
Go ahead. Teach.
He stripped you of self-knowledge. He stripped you of your African garments. Now you dressing like white women, showing all your backside.
Think about it.
That's right.
Ooh, y'all got real quiet. And wounded him and departed, leaving him half dead. Minister Parker said a half dead man and woman is a half learned individual.
That's right. That's what it means.
See, you African and American.
Come on.
Half.
Come on.
When I ask you which one you more of.
Right.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters. Did they set taskmasters over us?
Yes, sir.
To afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasured cities. Did we build treasured cities?
Yes, sir.
Did we enrich white people with our slave labor?
Yes,
Did we make America the richest country on the earth?
Yes, sir.
And they won't give you nothing.
Nothing.
They gave the Japanese reparation, but you, nothing.
That's right. That's right. Not a thing.
In your face,
Just want to show you some pictures. I don't want you to forget these.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I was like a lamb or an ox that was brought to slaughter. That's a whole family. This is just 50, 60 years. This ain't long ago.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. Brother just 14 years old. Look at them. They not upset.
Say it yourself.
If this was us doing it to a white man, it'd be a couple of niggas in there. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Stop. Come on. Come on. Exactly.
We can't do this to people. Well, we can do it to each other.
Right.
What did he do to deserve that? See, you're not shown enough of what happened to us. Sisters, you got to show this to your son, your daughter. It's hard to confront, but you got to look at it. This is a woman and her children in Alabama that they hung from a bridge. What did they do? This is in the 60s.
Come on.
Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
Look at this brother being sold to slavery. Some of these dudes, these white men had sex with him.
Come on, man. Come on.
You talking about you born that way. No. You were molested.
Go ahead.
See, remember what I said. In order to survive a thing, you have to go in agreement with it. Hey.
Right.
For real.
See, when I see brothers like that, I say, who made you go in agreement with that?
Come on.
Because that's a learned behavior.
Straight like that.
You ain't born like that. I see a sister trying to be harder than a man. I ain't mad if that's where you at. I just know that's not natural.
For real.
But I ain't mad. I ain't hating. I just know if we put that group somewhere by themselves, after a while they'll disappear.
Ah. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead,
No,
brother.
really, because they can't procreate.
Right.
Straight nature.
You like another dude? Fine. We'll put y'all over in Fiji somewhere. Lock you in. Build a wall. Do that all day. And then if that's natural, now if y'all start producing, man, that's this is a dude walking around pregnant.
All right.
I'm gonna have to go talk to the God.
All right.
Get through this before I get jumped on. Some of y'all looking at me, I'm Do you know that the Negro Act of 1740 was an act where we couldn't even own land, grow our own food? This was not permitted.
That's right.
That's why they don't want us to have no land.
That's right.
Now, foreign, of, from, in, or characteristics of a country or language other than one's own.
Come on.
Is English your language?
Yes, sir.
It was imposed on you, so it was foreign, strange, unfamiliar. occupation, a job or profession, or the action, state, or period of occupying or being occupied by a military force. Have you been occupied?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What's foreign in you? See, they put a foreign religion, a foreign name, a foreign culture, and then they occupied you, beat you with that culture, put taskmasters over you, forced it in you. You told me you're not Kunta.
Come on.
Go ahead.
And you went in agreement.
That's right. Yes, sir.
So the original man was born with this kind of mind, but he was foreignly occupied by taking on this mind. See? Foreign occupation.
Go ahead.
Which produced this. After 400 years, pimps, gang, Negroes, coons, niggas, and self-haters.
Right. That's
Feel it
right.
all. Feel it all.
Come on. You used to be an original man.
Come on.
Until you got with Caucasian people. Now he made you this. How did we go from pyramid builders to project builders? Jerusalem to Jericho. Jerusalem means a people or land found in peace.
Right.
Jericho is a city of people who are confused.
Okay.
Underwater. Come on.
All right.
Until this man came.
All right.
Go ahead.
But we're going to stop right there, brothers and sisters, because you want to come back next week for part 2.
Yes, sir.
This man is in scripture too. For as lightning cometh out of the east, even and shineth even unto the west, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. This man came to teach black people who we are.
Go ahead.
He didn't play. He told Elijah Muhammad and taught him everything, all the way from everything in the universe to who we are.
That's right.
Even to the day, nobody can defeat us.
That's
in the
right.
day.
real.
So
Nobody.
we have a lesson that we read. Why does the white man, devil, keep our people illiterate?
Right.
Yes.
So that he can use them for a tool and also a slave. He keeps them blind to themselves so that he can master them. Illiterate means ignorant. They don't like to see the nation coming to the table.
Go ahead.
Too bad.
But they know some real negotiators.
All right. All right.
Huh? I have to tell Sister
Yeah.
Maxine and some of them, no, y'all, we don't know what the hell y'all saying. You need to go with you to the meeting.
That's right.
Right.
They love it. Then he says, I will raise them up a prophet from among them, their brethren, like unto thee. And I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them
Yes,
all
yes.
that I shall command him.
That's right.
Good.
This man talked that.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Woo. All right, God.
And the Jews are saying, I don't know if this man letters who have not learned. Elijah Muhammad had a 3rd grade education, so he didn't have no letters.
Come on.
But he had supreme wisdom.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's what they mad at.
Yeah.
He
Come
said,
on.
respite me to the day when they are raised. See what the teachings do? Look, sister, when you get taught in the nation, look at the transformation it makes. Let me say this. Let me say this. This is a product, I guarantee you, you can walk in any hard area where gang members are, they will not touch you.
Go ahead.
Right.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They respect that. They already know. So they got some on.
Good.
Go ahead.
They'll
Go
be
ahead.
playing craps and they'll stop the
That's
crap
real.
and say, brother, get out the way.
That's
Come
right.
on, do sister. You got a baby?
Come on now.
That's real.
Because when you get this teaching, see, it transforms you and make you walk at a beautiful perpendicular. So when men see that, they already know what they're looking at. See, however you present yourself before a man will determine what part of his nature you pulling on.
That's right.
Facts.
You can come to me undressed, sister, but guess what you pulling on?
Come on.
Okay.
Words.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
You want to show this? Then I think it's feeding time.
Come on.
No, that's real.
That's facts.
If you want to show your behind and let it flop, it's hard for me to look at you. Why are you looking at me down there? Look at me up here.
It's wide open.
That's what's
I'm a
moving.
man.
Come
My
on.
eyes is trained to move toward motion.
That's a fact. Hey, that's science. Go
Like, you
ahead.
put the 2 on. Come on, y'all know y'all fix that thing.
Go ahead.
I'm telling you, I watch watch women, they don't walk in the house the way they walk in the streets.
Come on, brother.
You're home, you walking all hard. And clothes, you get in the street, it changes. I just find it interesting. That means you after something. But you might pull in the wrong thing. But I love this picture, man. I mean, because this is how I came.
Come on.
Now I'm respected.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Among other men.
Facts.
I'm like, wow. I mean, I have people that want to take pictures with me. It blows my mind.
Come on.
You brother Abdul Malik, you brother Tony, yeah. Can I take a picture with you? Whoa. Because this is what the teaching do.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
He's not trying to take nothing from you, sister. He's trying to give it back to you.
Go ahead.
Look, ain't nothing like a man coming to you almost in a submissive state. How you doing, my sister? So you giving him nothing to look at. So now he got to get acquainted with your mind. And not your behind.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Because your mind is the only thing that he can grow in. He can't grow in your mind.
Go
He
ahead.
can grow in your mind, and you can grow in his mind.
That's a fact.
See, y'all here is all in y'all better stop looking at rated R movies.
That's real. That's real.
That part right there.
I'm on a whole other level. Y'all all down here. Come on out.
Terrible.
Streets, when y'all see this,
Come on.
this is a product called the Sisters.
Right.
When you see this, this is a product called the Brothers. The street called us the Brothers.
Yes, they
Right
do.
like that. Come on.
They do. It's like, now here come the Brothers.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me.
Beautiful.
Gang members, man, them the Brothers, cuz.
Right.
Yeah. Right like that. Come on.
Elijah produced this.
Yes, he did.
And I love it. So, sister, if you want to pour the best on a man,
Come on.
hide your treasures.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
Make him earn it.
Come on.
Make him dig out your treasures.
Come on now.
But make sure you have covering that makes it hard for him to dig unless he got the right shovel.
Go ahead.
There you go.
And his shovel can't be his pretty face
Come on down.
or muscles. Muscles done got plenty sisters' teeth knocked out.
Come on. That's a fact. That's a fact.
May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum. Quick question. How many of you believe that what you heard today is the truth and good for us as a people?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Wow.
That's right.
I kind of did my job.
You did your
Yes,
job.
sir. Beautiful job.
Excellent. That's
You
good.
believe?
Yes,
Sir.
I gotta ask that again. How many of you believe what you heard today to be the truth and good for us as a people? Raise your hand. Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
How many of you, this is your first time at your meeting
Come on.
called the Nation of Islam? This is your first time at one of our meetings.
Go ahead.
Right now.
Wow. What an honor that those of you who are first to have bestowed on us. May I say this, please? If I said anything that hurt your feelings, I'm begging for your forgiveness.
Yes, sir.
Really. Charge it to my head, not my heart. In my zeal to reach my people, I may step on some toes. I don't mean to. But I'm trying to get down in the deep recessitudes of your spirit.
Yes, sir.
So I have to go through false ideas to get there sometimes.
That's right.
Because I love this. A man saved my life.
Come on.
Go ahead.
So I've committed to saving other people that
That's
I can.
right. Yeah.
I'm committed to that. I'm committed to that. I have a man that taught me how to love my people.
Come on.
So if you believe that what you heard today to be the truth, you said you believe it. I didn't force you to say that.
Come Come on.
My question is, I pray that as I was trying to take you down the yellow brick road to truth,
Come on. Come on.
my job was to get you to the wizard.
Teach.
The wizard is 3 men. Master Farad Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and Minister Farrakhan. But I know that in your mind, there has to be a scarecrow.
Come on. Wake us up.
The only thing with a scarecrow, he was spineless.
Come on.
Couldn't stand up straight. Always, you know, the scarecrow.
Yeah.
And the wizard said, ain't nothing wrong with the scarecrow. All he needs is a brain. Meaning teachings that'll make him believe. Because you said, I believe.
That's right. Come on now.
Huh? Oh, but I know I gotta deal with that cowardly lion that's in you.
Come on.
You'll roar at black people, but you'll meow at white people.
Right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's right.
And the only reason you won't roar to the white man, you need a man like Farrakhan's proving to you his roar is with courage.
Go ahead.
Come
So
on
I need
now.
to give you a medal of courage. I have a medal.
Yes.
Teach.
Because I don't roar like the minister, but my little meow is turning into a roar.
Come on
That's
now.
right.
I used to say meow, now I'm like, whoa.
Come on now.
I got a little bass in my voice. Now, I got to touch your 10 man.
Come
Come
on.
on.
Some of us got a 10 man energy. You know, the 10 man was frozen.
Come on.
There was a time in Instagram that we was doing a thing called a mannequin challenge.
Right.
Remember that?
Yes, sir.
The only problem with the 10 man is knowledge was sitting right there in a can of oil. It was right there. A mosque, the nation, the bit right there in your midst the whole time. That's right. You ain't even reached to ask them why they believe what they believe.
Come on. Come on.
So all the 10 men had to do was get to teaching them all, and then he'll stop relegating himself to a hood. Wow. Once he oils his joint and wake up a little bit, he owns the earth.
Go
He's
ahead.
no longer rolling this or rolling that or east side this. Hold on, homie.
Come on.
What's your hood? The whole earth.
All of it. Come
That's what
on.
I said, not earth. Earth too small. You gotta say it like the homies. The whole earth with a L. I ain't from Watts, I'm from the earth.
Go ahead.
I'm not a rolling 60, I'm a rolling earth.
Go ahead.
In fact, I'm a rolling universe. Where you from, homie? All 76 quintillion miles in diameter.
Go ahead, brother. Teach.
If I go to Mars, I'm at home.
That's right.
Right.
So now, you said you believe. How many of you are ready to join the nation?
Come on now.